Going to Texas tomorrow. ELEY Ammunition is generous enough to send me out there to test their ammo in my rifles. I can't wait for this opportunity. It's so cool. They have several gold medals under their belts and several world championship and rimfire bench rest and things like that. This is seriously my Christmas and 4th of July all in one. So headed out tomorrow morning. It's a quick trip, but I'm going to learn a whole lot, and I'm going to meet some neat people. I'm ultimately going to see my existing CZ22 versus a brand new one. It's going to be amazing, you guys. If you guys are going to shoot the NRL 22 match, please stay tuned. First one right here. Oilers. So imagine yourself a big shooting fan and you're driving down this desolate highway in Winters, Texas, and then you come across this big sign and it says the ELEY Tenex testing range. What in the world? I'll take you guys inside. Quick tour. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of Olympians and stuff have been here. Pretty amazing. Woo! 50-yard tunnels, tubes. Yeah. That's a real one, isn't it? Yeah. And so, if I could sell This experience was wonderful. ELEY really has us down to a science. Their whole goal is to find what your rifle likes and what likes your rifle. Every rifle is different, even if it was just made one after another. I've seen load development be different for two rifles that are basically twins or brothers. What they do here is they set up the rifle in this fixture here, and it just does not move. They put it in this fixture that it's kind of like a stock or a chassis, and if they bolt it down, they torque it down, they put it in the vise. They actually had me shoot 2 10-shot groups with my Lapua Center X, what I normally shoot, and then we shot 18 10-shot groups of ELEY Tenex. Then we go from there. Here's a group I shot. It was one of the best ones I shot. It's a 14.7 millimeter group, outside to outside. But we take those 18 and then we narrow it down to the top third of that, so top 6. And we go from there and we shoot 3 more 10-shot groups of each of those lots. So we have a total of 40 shots, or a 40-shot group of the best 5 to 7 lots of ammo, depending on how it performed. Each rifle we brought, we repeated the steps, so it was quite a bit of shooting in this day. Dan here is a pro at it, so he kind of cracked the whip on us and things. But what we really learned was there really is a difference between this lot of ammo and this lot of ammo. And I think most people, they look at a box of ammo as it's just all the same. Whether I buy it today, tomorrow, from this place, that place, it's all the same. It just simply couldn't be further from the truth. We had some that was, a lot right after the previous lot on the same machine, the same day, and it shot completely differently. It's amazing to think about that, because for years I've been buying, very nice high-grade ammunition, and just thinking it's the same thing. It's, you know, made in the same factory, so why is it different? Well, you know, you have to believe that machines have to be recalibrated and retested, and there's different neck tensions and different, you know, bullet seating depths by a few, you know, tens of thousands or 100,000s probably. So they certainly do perform differently. This is Dan putting my second CZ in the fixture. We're testing this one as well. There's Lynn Bigelow and his kid Supergrade. But this process really opened my eyes up to the potential, or to the prospect, that really everybody should be doing this. And whether you're a casual weekend shooter or a top level competitor, if you're shooting rimfire and you can't reload, there's no reason not to, because the cost basically is free if you buy some ammo. They ultimately, you know, any ammo manufacturer wants you to shoot well, because they want you to represent them and kind of show off to your buddies how well it shoots. So if you're going to go and, you know, buy whatever and it shoots terribly, that's not going to be very profitable for them. This is actually a rifle I wanted to bring up too. This is the Vudoo Gunworks V22 with their AI style magazines. It's kind of if you saw a AICS magazine and a Smith & Wesson MMP 1522 magazine, and they had a baby. Anyway, this rifle is really amazing because it's kind of a replica of a 40X by Remington, and 40Xs are Remington 700s but converted to 22 long rifle. Essentially, they're not actually converted, but it's kind of if they came together as well. But Remington only made 183 of these, and that's not very many if you ask me. But the cool thing about having a Remington 700 footprint or replica in a 22 is you can use a really nice trigger or a really cool chassis or stock. There's a lot of options. It's kind of like I say it respectively, like it's like the Honda Civic of guns, meaning there's accessories galore, there's functionality, and you know, things work together really well in that rifle, because, you know, I've been shooting Tikas a lot lately, and there's just not that many. There's really almost no triggers. There's some, but very few, not compared to the Remington at least. But I'll talk about this in another video, this gun more, but this gun was very impressive. It comes standard with a Calvin Timney Elite 2-stage trigger. This is Lynn Bigelow here shooting it, and it just felt like shooting a centerfire rifle. You know, it was smooth. It was really crisp and solid. You know, those of us who own custom rifles, they're expensive, but they just feel like a sewing machine. They're so smooth and so nice. But this gun really impressed me, and I'll be honest, it beat both the guns I brought. I brought my CZ I normally shoot, and then a new one, thinking that maybe a heavy barrel would be better, or a new barrel would be better, or whatever. But this Vudoo, it really impressed me, and I kind of, honestly, I was a little skeptical, and I really thought that possibly we'd see it fail and not shoot nearly as well. But this is very impressive, especially paired up with this ammo. I kind of left thinking, you know, I have very, very nice components in my CZ, but this is a full ground-up custom 22, not a converted CZ or converted, you know, 1022. That was not the best group, by a lot, actually. That was decent. Yeah, 103.7, and a 21.7 millimeter group is nothing special in that gun. We had some that were in the 13s, so 10 shots inside of 13 millimeters, so outside to outside.
What do you think, Dan?
Anyway, this just really opened up my eyes, you guys. I think I encourage everybody to consider, you know, shipping their gun down or their barrel to action for $30 down to ELEY, to Dan there in Winters, Texas. Get him to do it, and he'll do it for you. He'll send you a PDF that I have of mine, and then you can make the decision. Obviously, he has his opinion, and it's going to be right, but you can look at it and say, you know what, I like this ammo because the group is like this, or it's just pretty amazing to see how you can really just get something custom fit or tailor made for your gun. It's just a no-brainer, you guys. What Dan actually convinced me to do is to send my rifle down once a year and then buy a year's supply of ammo. Because if you think about it, cars are getting better, and medical science is getting better, and well, so is ammunition. Ammunition gets better every year because they have literally scientists and engineers who are trying to be better because they're a business that wants to sell product, and if they can win gold medals in the Olympics, which they do, they can sell more product and they can make some money. So it's a no-brainer, you guys. You can go to killoshootingsports.com, and you can schedule, of course, because they don't want guns sitting there for months on end, but it's a very quick turnaround time. It's only a couple days usually. They'll get the rifle in, they'll shoot it, and they'll quickly give you an email of the results and then ask you what you want to order. If anything, you don't have to order anything, but there's a small fee for doing that if you don't order anything. Odds are you will, though, because you're going to see some pretty amazing results. All right, everybody. In closing, I just wanted to thank ELEY ultimately for this amazing trip. I've really learned so much about ammunition and testing, this lot versus that lot, how it all works. I've learned that most ammo manufacturers have multiple machines that make ammo, and obviously they make it on multiple days, and those things all change and they kind of cause a variable to happen. So the whole testing is so important to do, and it's basically free if you just buy some ammo. So go do it. Anyway, I wanted to thank Jamie Corkish of ELEY for contacting me and sending me out there. I wanted to thank Dan Killo and his wife Dawn for the hospitality they showed me and Lynn. I also wanted to just encourage you guys to like this video, subscribe, and share it with your friends. I know that there's a lot of hype around the NRL 22 match right now and the 22 Marksman Challenge that I shoot in here locally. If you guys are serious about that, I think that you need to take a really good look at testing this ammo and put it to the test. I mean, put your money, let them put their money where their mouth is, and really just show you what they're made of. It's pretty amazing. My old CZ that I've been shooting for years shot a 14.7 millimeter group, 10-shot group. That was the best it did. I was with ELEY, of course. It beat the Lapua that I brought. And then my new one didn't do quite as well. It was in the 16 range, but that was a new barrel. I think that'll do better later on. And then the Vudoo Gunworks, it did pretty good, you guys. It did a 13.3. That was with ELEY Tenex as well. And then Lynn Bigelow's Kid Supergrade. It was right in the 14 range too. I forget the exact size. I'll post it in the comments below. But ultimately, nothing but impressed. We all know what lot our gun likes the best now, and we left with confidence, and we left kind of understanding a lot more than we came with. So anyway, thanks Jamie, Dan, and Don. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for your generosity to this shooter. Thanks again for watching, you guys. Stay tuned for more videos. Bye-bye.